Hello everybody, welcome to Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024. This time we're not on the tech alpha, we're on the actual release version of the sim. We're gonna be taking our commercial pilot's license here today, and we're in Van Nuys, I believe, going to Bob Hope Airport. And I only have 500 credits to my name because I am just spending all of my money on ratings, trying to get them complete. So let's go ahead and start out here on the ramp. We need to pre-flight the Cessna 172 for our flight today. We'll talk a little bit about the sim, about the launch. The launch was not great at all. It's been hit and miss for a lot of people. For me personally, I haven't had a lot of issues and I've been very lucky. However, it's kind of strange because I have this sim installed on my flight sim room PC and then my main PC. I'm on my main PC today. I'm using a Thrustmaster HOTAS 1, just something simple here on this setup. Because my other sim, it kind of gets stuck at 11%, and this one, it just fires up. So it's very strange. You know, the cloud computing thing is brand new as far as the sim goes. And, okay, can we check that? Oh, we're gonna get in the airplane. Cool, didn't want to do that. You know, is it Shift C to get out of that? Shift C is how you get in and out of the airplane, by the way. If you need to. We're going to start back here for the pre-flight. We took all those things off, but we want to make sure that the door is indeed closed, and that's good to go. And then back here, we're going to flip this up and down. Now, every time there's a AAA title release game, I usually avoid it. Now, it was hard for me to do that with this sim because, you know, I was very, very excited about it. Massive fan of flight simulation and real aviation. For those of you that don't know, I did get my PPL back in 2007, although I'm not current any longer. And as of right now, I don't have any plans to be current. But we're going to just hop in here. That's the reason why I'm just taking my ratings, because I've already done it in real life. I don't need to do it simulated in a pretty dumbed down level. The thing is, the missions and all that stuff are there to help you and to teach you how to fly the airplane properly. And in a career mode, we do have wear and tear on the airplane, so we are gonna check the oil. Oil's good there, fantastic. Check down here, make sure that's all clear, and it is. The prop looks good as well. So we're going to hop in the airplane and get it ready to go. Now, I know every flight school's a little bit different. I just go off of what I remember during flight school, so I'm gonna go ahead and master battery on, and the beacon light comes on for that. They want us to hit Control E, but we're not doing that. No way. Fuel selector is on both, and all we gotta do is just push our mixture in, turn that fuel pump on, and we just push our throttle in. We would see, we would look for the fuel flow here. I'm not seeing it modeled in this, so I don't think the fuel pump really even matters, to be honest with you. Crack that throttle open like that, and then we just say, open up the door, or the window. Clear prop. Ooh, hello. And then we'll fire it up. As simple as that.
Welcome to your CPL check ride.
Avionics, come on.
The last stop on your way to become a true professional pilot. For this check ride, you will complete a cross-country flight through Los Angeles County, taking off from Van Nuys Airport and then landing at Bob Hope Airport. You can start when you are ready.
Okay, we can start when we're ready. Fantastic. Okay, so that's good. We're gonna bring this thing up to about 900 RPM. Let it get nice and warm for us. There we go. We'll get a taxi light on and we're gonna give them a call. So let's go ahead and give them a call by hitting enter.
Van Nuys ground, Cessna November 74746 with Papa request taxi for takeoff departure to the east.
Wait for our clearance.
Cessna November 74746 taxi to and hold short of runway 16 right using
16
taxiway
right.
Alpha 1 Charlie.
Alpha 1
Contact
Charlie.
tower on 120.2 when ready.
All right, sounds good.
Taxi to and hold short runway 16 right via taxiway Alpha
Good to go?
1 Charlie
Yeah, he
Cessna
is.
746.
Gotta use a little bit of power to get moving here. That's how she goes. All right. Flying GA in this sim has been an absolute breeze. Really enjoying it. I've been having a lot of fun with the career mode too, to be honest with you. We're gonna stop and hold short where we want. Now you can turn this this stuff off. I know I can hear the some of the simmers being like, it's turned into a game, it's in a simulator. So I have it set to toggle that by hitting the numpad off. So I can turn that stuff off anytime I want. It's like toggle visual assistance is a keybind. It's the only way you can do it in career mode and on your missions. All right, let's come to a stop here. Looks good to me. And they don't have us do a run up, but we're gonna do a run up anyway. We're gonna pull that parking brake there. We're gonna give it a little bit of power here, about 1700 RPM. A little bit more than that. A little bit more than that. This has done it on every flight. All right, 1700, right about there. We're gonna check and make sure that our fuel flow's good, oil pressure's good there, oil temp's good, VAC's good, fuel quantity, we're fine on that. We're gonna go ahead and check the left mag. There's our 50 drop, back to both, comes back up. We'll do the other side. Watch for that drop, back to both. And then we would box the controls. So check all our controls, make sure those are good to go. And they are. Bring it back to idle. And we do a landing and a strobe light on that. Taxi light can come off. And we'll give them a call. Maybe. There it goes.
Van Nuys Tower Cessna, November 74746, ready at runway 16, right departure to the east.
I'm gonna double check my trim.
Cessna November
That's good right there.
74746, altimeter 29.902, departure to the east approved. Cleared for takeoff, runway 16 right.
Looks like I'm 16 right. Sweet. We'll go ahead and say that.
Cleared for takeoff, runway 16, right Cessna 746.
All right, we're gonna go ahead and do that. We'll close the window here, and we'll taxi out onto the runway. Give it a little bit of power here. Now, you don't have live weather on right here in the career mode. The way you're going to be able to get that is by completing your IFR rating, your instrument rating. Then it will allow you to have access to live weather. Until then, you're gonna just get these scenarios they have set up here. All right, 16 right. We're lined up, and we're gonna go full power. Looking for a rotation speed around 55 knots today. You can really feel the difference in the friction with the new flight model. These, even like a Cessna 172, it still feels very nice and heavy on the controls, which it should. Even though it's a light airplane in real life, it's still, you know, you still can't just toss it around like it's a paper airplane. So we're gonna be getting our nose up on there. We're looking for 75 knots. Now, in my flight school, we climbed at 70 or at 80, but they want us at 75 in this. And we need to be like spot on today, because.
Cessna 746, continue for east departure.
All right, continue east departure. We'll see ya. All right, back
Van
up on
Nuys
there.
Tower Cessna, November 74746, continue for east departure.
Still pitchy for that 75. I can use my. Don't worry about that. It's just an outer marker on the ILS. Of course, we would have that tuned in. And it's not going away anytime soon. All right, reach crosswind end. We will. Climb to 1900. Let's start our turn. Remember on our upwind leg, so we're gonna do about 20-degree turn. You can turn sharper on your downwind legs, but we're on a crosswind here. We're gonna right turn here and maintain 1900 they want. Let's not bust that too much. Let's pull our power back here. All right. Come back down a little bit. Yeah, 2200 RPM would probably, or 2100 actually would work really well in this airplane. As far as that goes. We're pretty bang on where we need to be too, so I'm gonna trim the airplane out a little bit, let the nose come down so we can maintain 1900. There we go. Just a little bit back on there. There we go. Using that trim to help us so we don't have to work so hard in the airplane. That's what it's there for. It's to help us. Let's zoom that out a little bit more. All right, 1900, long final entry. All right. Oh, we're doing a cross-country flight today. Perhaps we aren't. A bit more power here, too, to maintain. All right, we're right on there to our long final entry. So, yeah, It's been less than a smooth launch for the sim. That is for certain. Land on the runway. Oh, okay, that's easy enough. Is that all we have to do for a commercial? I mean, if so, it's pretty easy.
Cessna 746 leaving my airspace frequency change approved.
Frequency change approved. We'll see you next time.
Van Nuys Tower Cessna, November 74746 frequency change.
All right. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna descend. Actually, we're right on, pretty much on the glide slope right now. Going to connect to the arrival airport via ATC or press enter. Yeah, I'd like to hit enter now because we're pretty close to them. Give a announcement we're landing full stop.
Burbank Tower, Cessna November 74746.
Little Burbank, baby.
Is 4 miles west 1,700 feet with Juliet to land.
With Juliet to land.
Cessna November 74746 Burbank Tower. Altimeter 29.902, make straight in runway 8.
All right, let's start pulling our power back a little bit here. We'll say we're gonna
make straight in. Runway 8 Cessna 746.
There you go.
Cessna 746, follow the Cessna Skyhawk on final. Wind 258 at 6.
Okay, I don't see him.
Runway 8.
Clear to land runway 8.
Clear to
Following
land
the Skyhawk on
8
final.
Cessna 746.
Let's pull our power back here so we start getting some flaps in once we get into our wide arc, which we're in right now. So here comes our first notch of flaps. I'm gonna go ahead and just turn that little marker off. It's gonna drive me nuts if I have it on. There we go. 20-degree flaps, good there. I don't see the Cessna. Well, I have traffic turned off. That's why I don't see them probably. If they're scripted. We're about 75 knots. We're gonna shoot for 70. So we want to pitch for our airspeed and power for altitude. So a little low on that. There we go. A little high. We'll pull our power. Bring that nose down here to get back in there. Let's add more power here actually. Easier said than done, I suppose. A little low. There we go. A lot of airplanes here at Burbank. All right. We have the runway made now, so we're not worried about those PAPI lights. We're going to go ahead and just kill the power over the piano keys and get round out the flare here. There we go. And we landed on the runway. Where do they want us? Reduce speed. Okay. They want us to taxi off, I'm sure. Yep, left turn up here, the hold short.
746, turn next taxiway.
We will indeed turn next taxiway. You got it. It's not a problem for us at all. All right, left turn here, off the runway. We have that massive Dubai tower there. So, yeah, a lot of the default airports do not look good. Not at all.
746 contact ground on 123.9er.
123.9er, you got it. We're gonna come over here to this little box
Going
here.
to 123.9er Cessna 746.
Get taxi clearance to parking.
Burbank ground Cessna November 74746 taxi to parking.
Cessna November 74746 taxi to general aviation parking via taxiway Delta 7 Delta.
Delta 7 Delta. I didn't... What? Are you talking? You're nuts. I didn't move the airplane. We're fine. Okay. All right. We didn't even touch the controls, but all right. We're going to get dinged for that, I guess. That's another thing that I've noticed here in the career mode is sometimes you get in trouble for things you didn't even do wrong. They don't like that. Okay, we're going over to this little spot over here. Let's make sure we're not going to smash into that airplane with our wingtip. Cut in between these two and go over to the left. That's what we're going to do. I think we still passed. I mean, we should. We should pass, unless they're sticklers, which they might be. You never know. Got a forklift out here. That's not a hazard, is it? Not in the slightest. All right, turn over to the right. And we're pretty good here. Sometimes this box is a little much to actually be able to see where you're going. All right, good there. Go ahead and pull that parking brake and shut down procedure. We're gonna go ahead and just kill the engine. All the way out. Turn the key
You
off.
performed great today. Keep the same
Avionics
attitude,
off.
and I'm
Master
sure
battery
that you
off.
will have a great piloting career.
You got it. All right, we passed our CPL. That's good. We got 100% on aviator performances there. Respect the taxi path, 61%. Yeah, see, they dinged us on that over something really stupid. But you know what? We'll take it. I'm not worried about that. Hit next. And back to the headquarters we go. Congratulations. Certification, commercial pilot's license, airplane passed, okay? Say all that really fast. That's jambalaya. Allows you to fly an airplane for financial compensation and embark on your journey as a professional pilot across a wide variety of activities. Wonderful.
Congratulations. Now you are able to earn money for completing missions.
That's what I wanted, because when you first start off the missions, you're not making any money unless you have CPL. So allows you to fly that. We can do night currency, or we can go into instrument rating, or we can go into tailwheel endorsements. And then we can get our multi high performance endorsement, all that. Now, the thing is, we're kind of stuck here. If I go to night currency, look, it's going to be 7,500 for that exam. If I go to instrument rating, it's going to be 10 for the exam, which is realistic, by the way. So we have to teeth ourselves on the missions. So we'll open up the missions here. And I'm based out of St. Louis here. We can do ferry flights now. Nice. I don't know what's happening.
You're ready to take the next step. I have a mission lined up for you. Prove you can handle this, and more opportunities will come your way.
Okay, Emiliano, thank you so much for that. They're letting us know that we can go global with our company now. But I'm based out of St. Louis here, so we have a lot of different missions around here that we can do. If you hover over them, it'll tell you what there is. First flight. There's this one here, quick spin over Freiburg with Jennifer. A lot of first flight ones here, but we want to make some money. All right, let's go over here to Europe near Luxembourg. And we're going to do this ferry flight they want us to do. So we're going to click on that. Returning a 172 Skyhawk to home base. All right, Mr. Klimek, who sent his precious plane away for maintenance, is now eagerly waiting to get it flown back near Nijmegen Drone. Good luck saying that. Careful, this client is very picky about his bird. Make sure you land in your landing spot on. You might be on site when you arrive. Oh, okay. So we depart out of here, straight out to the north, it looks like, or whatever way we're looking here. Straight out left turn, and then around down this way, pattern entry. A very complex arrival pattern into final. So, okay. 10.59 nautical miles. Accept the mission. We can do it. We can do it. I have faith in ourselves. All right, we're in their hangar. Ensure aircraft integrity. So just basically don't crash it. That's what they're telling you. They're saying, hey, just don't crash it, okay? You'll be paid handsomely if you don't crash the airplane. This bald dude coming out here. Now, there's no beards. I cannot believe they did not give us any beards. Isn't that sad? It is. Look how beautiful this airport is, though. We're at a glider port. Very cool. All right, let's do our walk-around inspection on the airplane. You've seen it before, so I'm not going to bore you with it. I'm just going to get it done. Got plenty of oil. We're good to go. Airplane is pre-flighted. Let's get on out of here. You can hear the sound of nature out there. Sounds really, really cool. All right, cool. Beacon light. We're going to have a master battery on that guy. Both like this. Not to the right, to the both. There we go. Let's set our trim for takeoff here. Make sure that that's where I like it. I like it just above there. That's good to go. Sweet. Push that in. Fuel pump's on. Push it forward. Prime the engine. Turn it off. Crack it. Clear prop. To life it comes.
It's Julia Reichert. Thanks
Of course
for
it
accepting
is.
the job. I'm your contact here.
Yeah, I know.
Today's lucky bird heading to Nijmegen Drone is this charming little 172 Skyhawk. The owner's aircraft was in for maintenance, and now that it's fixed, he wants it flown back. He is already waiting for it. His name's Mr. Michael Klimek.
Oh, I'm sure he is waiting for
Now give this beautiful
it.
bird the VIP treatment it deserves. Take care.
We will take care. Thank you very much. Okay, wonderful. We're in the green. Oil temp's coming up right now. Vacuum's coming up. All right. Go ahead and remove that. Let them know we're going to be taxiing on out of here. No problem.
Echo Delta Romeo, Mike Traffic Cessna Delta. 1 Tango Echo Golf is taxiing to runway tree 6.
Taxi lights on. To hold short here so we don't get in trouble this time. All right. Let them know we're going to be taking off. Enter runway 36. Are we taking off or are we taxiing it back to 36? That's what we're doing because we're going to be turning around. This is just the taxi. This is just the taxi on out. We're going to be doing soft field procedures too. So back on the yoke. Keeping all that force off the nose wheel there. So we go down to runway 36 and turn around. Like I said, we can turn that off so we can just enjoy the view here. However, that windsock is very big for this airport and kind of in the way, to be honest with you. Just a little bit. Love the trees, the grass, and honestly, the physics on the ground are so good on the grass. We didn't talk about that before during the commercial, but now when you touch down in the grass, you feel the friction and it slows you down. Make a U-turn when safe and align with runway 36. All right, we will do that. I guess they don't even want us do anything else, to be honest with you. That's fine. We'll just go ahead and do our landing and strobe on here. We'll get our we'll do our run up once we get lined up here on the runway. Something out here on the ground. More power than that. Come on, airplane, turn. Sometimes you gotta hold those brakes down so you can actually get it right. All right, now we're good here. I'm gonna go ahead and just do my run up. We did it before, so I'm not gonna have you sit through that. All right, all is well with the airplane. No problems there. Let's go ahead and go flying. Keeping that back pressure here for a soft field takeoff, and we're gonna get in the air as soon as we can and stay in the ground effect here. So nice and easy, gonna ease off that back pressure. Ever so slightly, there we go. Barely off the ground here. Keep it down in the ground effect here by lowering the nose. There we go. And now out we go. We had plenty of runway, so I didn't even need to use flaps. Normally you'd use flaps, but we didn't in this one. All right, we're good. This is a pretty area here. Initial climb, all right, to 1,400 feet. We'll get there in no time. And yes, you can leave the window open if you want to. Like I said, we used to do it all the time. But we'll close it for this video so that we don't have to listen to the loud noises. All right, climbing out here, almost to 1,400. We'll start our left turn. Get on course. There we go. Fly to that airport. Climb to 2,400 feet. All right, we can do that. Boy, look at this line. This line is interesting, isn't it? Yep, just a little bit. That is beautiful right there. Look at that. Another left turn here. So now we can fly on course. So I can just turn these off, and then we can just fly on the magenta line there that we have on the GPS. And we'll have an idea where we're going. So 2,400 feet. We don't need to use all these giant boxes in the sky, you know. This is a good intercept heading here. You can see there on my main display here, the PFD, you can see the magenta lines off to the left, and you can see over there on the navigation display that it is in front of us at that angle. So we're going to intercept the line and then fly on the line, basically. Let's get this airplane trimmed out, bring the nose down a little bit more. We're just getting up to 2,400 feet here. Now you can skip to the descent, which is cool if you're, you know, short on time and you still want to do these missions. You don't have to suffer through them. Bring that nose down. I'm going to go ahead and trim the airplane out. We're going to pull our power back here. 2,400. Keep best speed. Normally I do 2,100, 2,200, or probably 22. But we're going to do 24 today just to keep the speed going. You see how that line's coming to us now? The airplane really wants to climb here. I'm going to let it come back down. Something I do not like is the little gray circle on the navigation display. I'd rather have the little airplane symbol. Maybe I can change that, but That was something I noticed in the Tech Alpha, and it's also here in this. I've never seen that circle before on any avionics suite on an airplane, but I could be wrong. It just says to fly there, so we don't really need to follow these boxes in the sky. We're gonna overfly the airfield. I'm gonna do this, you know how I would do it? Give a call here to the airport. And
Echo Delta
I'm gonna
Romeo,
fly over the airport
Delta traffic Cessna Delta.
and scope it out.
1 Tango Echo Golf 5 miles northeast, 2,300 feet inbound to land runway 27.
Yep, landing on 27, all right. Overfly the field, and then we're going to look at what the winds are doing and all that. And then we'll land. Probably right where this is, right here. That looks like the airport right there. That would make sense to me. Yep, that is the airport for sure. No doubt there. All right, cool. No, I'm just seeing what the wind's doing. The wind's definitely seems like we're going to be landing in a tailwind, but we got to land on 27. That's what they want. There it is down there. That is where we're going to be landing, right there. All right, cool. Get set up for a left downwind for the runway. Look at all these windmills around here, too. That's awesome. Pull our power back here. Pitch to where we can put our flaps in. There we go. Flaps are good. First notch there. Let's start our base leg. Very cool on this mountain here. All right, short final here.
500.
500. Pull the power a little bit. There we go. We're good. Nice and easy. Oh, there's a truck out here. Cool. We know he's here, so we're just going to grease this. There we go. Keep the nose up. The airplane accelerate nice and smooth. And keep pulling back on the yoke. There we go. That's pretty much a soft field landing there. We're going to go ahead and turn around. They say to stop at the hold short. I don't know where the hell that's located, dude. That's what I'm saying. Sometimes it's like it doesn't tell you until you're off the runway. Oh, you know what? I probably have to turn that on. It's over here. Entered taxiway without an announcement. Get the hell out of here with that. That is so dumb. Whatever. We're gonna come down here to the parking stand. They still want us to, they want us to taxi back on the runway, it looks like. Okay. I'm fine with that. We can do that. And you can see our tracks where we just landed there too. That's another thing I've noticed whenever you're doing the career mode is you're gonna have a lot of these really odd airports you're gonna deal with. Some are downright dangerous to get in and out of. And they're not set up for this in some ways. I mean, it does the best it can. But you're just gonna get dinged a lot for really stupid small little things, and I mean I'm okay with it. Whatever. To the parking stand we go. All right, let's pull our power back here. Taxi light on. Landing strobe can come off. We're about to park here. Open up that window. Get that lovely air from outside. We'll taxi into our little spot here. It's oblong, so we're just gonna face the trees in these cars for the most part. I don't think it has to be perfectly in a certain way in the box, just as long as it's in the box, or the box is gonna rise on you there.
I'm sure the trip had its challenges, but I hope my plane didn't take too much of a beating.
Your plane was fine.
Hard work.
No problem, dude. Pull that. Key off. Avionics. Okay. Well, couldn't get it all in time. But the ferry flight mission is complete. Let's see how they dinged us. They probably didn't like how we entered the traffic pattern and all that. We're about to find out. Respect the condition of the aircraft was a 97. Landing smoothness 54. I mean, it's a grass field, but all right. We got an A for it. Got 90% on that. Most important mistakes, radio communications. Yeah, sure, bud. Yeah, because if you go off of the runway without saying whatever it is when they want you to say it, you get dinged the points, but then it doesn't even allow you to talk to them. So it is what it is. So those are the certificates. You have specialization here. We have ferry flight we've unlocked. So you have flight scene, skydive, aviation, you have cargo transport, aerial advertising, all the stuff that we saw before. Here's all the compatible airplanes. That's pretty much how it looks. Companies are not available yet. We haven't unlocked that. Back to the main menu. That is going to do it for this episode of Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024. We're going to be jumping in. We'll be doing some flights like you normally would see in the future. A lot of airplanes here to check out. A lot of the default ones are actually really good this time around. So I'm excited to check those out. Don't mind the truck and the boat that I have in there. But yeah, that's going to do it for this one. Let me know what you thought of it in the comments below. If you want to see my progression through the career on milestones, maybe that would be for the best, like today doing the commercial pilot's license and then a flight. But let me know in the comments below. I'll see you guys next time. Take care.